So here's the moment where I find out that the song was AI, and you can see just my soul leave my body. That's what a broken man looks like.
Well, you had to know that this was a songwriting contest.
So honestly, I don't really know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I don't know, maybe you've got some suggestions. I honestly could use like all the help I can get with this. But as of right now, I don't want to do Roll for Song anymore ever again. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, once a month we do this thing where I give you some drums that are randomly selected. We roll some dice, and then everybody writes a song to the same drums, and then you send them in to me, and I listen to them, and I pick a winner. But this last one that I did last week, some piece of shit sent in an AI-generated song, and I am very embarrassed to say that they almost snuck it past me. I don't know how to move forward from this. For further context, this is 7.5 hours into an 8-hour stream, and I'd been sitting there all day long, birthday weekend, sick as a dog, sucking wind, like doing an awful job. I was not happy with how my song turned out, but everybody else was working their asses off on their songs, having a good time, learning, getting better, improving. And then this piece of shit has the nerve to drive his race car in a marathon foot race. And then he's got the nerve to use the excuse that he didn't know that it was a rule that you couldn't use AI to write your song for you. He didn't understand that he had to write the song in a fucking songwriting contest? How fucking stupid do you have to be? Do I legitimately have to create an explicit rule that you have to write the song that you send into a songwriting contest? Sure, send in something that somebody else wrote, and I'll give the prize to whoever wrote it. So what the fuck are you doing here? And now I'm fucking pissed again. So we had a record number of entries for this, which is like 14. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all of them, and I get to this one, and I'm like, wow, this sounds really good. I'm not listening for people faking. Nobody's ever tried to do that to me before. I thought it sounded maybe a little bit sus, like the vocals sounded too perfect. And it wasn't until the second time around that I went back and I listened, and I was like, questionable. But I had to just like grill it out of him. I had to keep asking questions. These vocals sound extraordinarily clean. Tell us about your vocal chain for this. It's very clean and nice sounding. But what microphone? No mic, these vocals aren't real. God damn! I was really hoping you weren't going to say that. If I'm being honest, that's why I was asking so many questions. Until he finally admitted that he used ChatGPT to write the lyrics and Suno to write the melodies and actually generate the vocal. Like, I had to fucking beat it out of him. And then he has the fucking nerve to be like, I didn't know it was a rule. It wasn't a fucking rule. I don't have to put a rule that you have to enter your own material. I'm not going to send Usain Bolt to go run in my place in the race and then knock him off the fucking podium and take the trophy. I didn't know I could use somebody else's body. I didn't know that I had to do the thing to win the prize. It also doesn't say in the rules that you can't outsource the writing to Elton John and Bernie Taupin. Like, you outsourced it to a robot, and then I had to sit here and drag the information out of you. It's fucking embarrassing for all of us. The only reason that I do Roll for Song is because it's fun and because we learn. I get the chance to write a song, something crazy and wacky, something that I would never do just on my own. It tests my skills. It keeps me sharp. And everybody gets a chance to to do the same thing, to write something that they wouldn't otherwise, and maybe win a prize. I don't make any money or get views or clicks or anything out of these. When I say that I have sponsors for the contest, they're not paying me anything. They provide the prizes so that I have something to give away, something to reward someone's skill with. And then I have to pay my editor to edit these 4 or 5 hour videos down to something that I can put on my channel so that the sponsors have a reason to provide a prize for me. And then those videos wind up getting dog shit views. So not only am I not making any money, I'm also not getting any views. I don't get any kind of ad revenue from these. And I give up my whole ass Sunday once a month. Look at this. This is an 8-hour stream. I do it for fun. And then in that fucking moment, he took away the fun.
Man, I sat here for 7.5 fucking hours today. Y'all watched me struggle with this fucking song. I just feel like I was tricked. That makes this shit no fun for me.
So imagine you're me, sick, birthday, sent my girlfriend home because it's, what's she gonna sit here for 8 hours? Not getting paid to do this. And then somebody fucking cheats and takes all the fun out of it, yanked the last support out of the whole building, and the whole thing just crumbled. So as you can imagine, I don't really want to fucking do it anymore. I want to do it because I know that it's great. I know it is really fun. I'm really proud of so much that's come out of it. I've written some real honest to Christ bangers. I have a crowd of really great regulars from around the world. Like a guy who is there every month in Sweden. By the time we're done, it's like 4 a.m. for him. And now what do I do, right? Do I have to use some kind of like AI detector to make sure that people aren't cheating? Like, I don't even know how I would do that. Do I just yeet the whole fucking thing? Like, I started doing this because I thought it was an awesome idea. Combine Dungeons and Dragons and songwriting? Welcome ye ragtag band of bards. I am your humble songmaster, Trey, and today we will embark on a musical journey of epic proportions. Like, how could that not be fun? Making music with danger involved, where who knows what could happen. When I start each new stream, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea what the song's going to be like at the end. But now I feel so awful about it, and I need to be reassured that there is a reason for me to keep doing this and that you want it. I don't even know what to do with this video. Like, do I bother getting it edited and put up? I don't want to cut that part of the video out because it's just real. And I don't want to let this guy fucking get away with it. Native Instruments was kind enough to provide an amazing prize, and I almost fucking gave it to a cheater. The point of doing these isn't to win the prize. The prize is just a nice little cherry on top. There are people who come back every single month, and I used to do these weekly, and there are people who would come every week to do this who never won. And they didn't care because it's fun. We're learning things. We're all improving at making music. And yeah, if you win, obviously it's cool to get a cool thing, but I don't think that's really why anybody's doing it. I've already got the next one scheduled. June 15th, we're supposed to roll for song for an Audient ID4 interface. At NAMM, I had to go and do a meeting with Audient and pitch them on this idea and be like, hey, it's going to be worth it to you to put this prize up, but like, how can I assure them that the winner actually wrote the song and deserves to get the prize? I honestly don't have an answer yet. Hopefully between now and then, I find some way forward, some way to make sure that that doesn't happen without like it being prohibitively complicated. Even the idea that I would have to run every entry through some kind of AI detector, which I literally don't even know if such a thing exists. I probably doesn't. Or that people would have to somehow prove that they wrote the song. Like, do they have to send a time lapse of them making the song? I have no idea. When you saw my face fall and the absolute air go out of my tires in that moment, well, what you saw was the beginning of an existential crisis. Because it was like, well, what's the fucking point? What's the point of doing any of this shit? The fact is that music only matters because it is made by people. That's the only reason it has any value at all. Just because somebody can make something that sounds good by employing a computer to do it for them doesn't mean that it has actual value. It solves a problem that doesn't exist. Have we figured out how to make it do my fucking laundry yet? No? What a fucking waste. What a fucking waste. It makes me sad because you're cheating yourself by taking away the experience of creating the music yourself, which for me is the point. That's the most important part for me. If you think that the end result is the only thing that matters, then you are not an artist. Full stop. You're not an artist. You're not a musician. You just want a product to sell. And even then, you won't actually have a product because you can't copyright anything that AI makes. We sat here for 8 hours that day, and we all got better at songwriting. And we all enjoyed the experience of songwriting. And we gained skills, and we were creative. My song wasn't fucking good. I wrote a not great song, but that's just one of many things that you have to do to get better at your craft. You have to make stuff that sucks. And I probably improved more making this thing that sucked than I have during any of the streams where it came very easily to me and I wrote something that I really liked, that I was happy with. This asshole who used fucking Suno to write the whole thing and ChatGPT, not only did he make something that wasn't his, wasn't him, and that he shouldn't be proud of, he didn't improve, which was the entire fucking point. The point's not to win. So now you probably understand a little bit better why I lost so much faith in humanity in one little moment. I'm not just angry. I'm upset. I'm fucking sad. I feel like an asshole. I feel used. I feel stupid. I feel deflated and useless. Think about how bad it sucks for everyone else who's participating in this contest. They fucking slaved away at this shit for 7-8 hours just to have some piece of shit skip to the finish line. And we're talking about people that I appreciate so much coming back every single month. And I've seen people who come back week after week and month after month getting immensely better over the course of the last 8 or 9 months we've been doing this. So if I were to stop doing this, the people who would really suffer would be the regulars. I actually want to take a second and acknowledge the regulars and people who send in songs to the contest, like John Prophet, Mordecai, Paulo de Bergenon, Daniel Johansson, who is in Sweden and stays up till ungodly hours with us to do this, Ravenous, Wagner, Creepy Splatter, Drop Audio and the Bad Bandito, aka Fires in Time, King Jadex, Mississippi Martian, Burnout, Guitar Anime, Mick Van Bag, Ben the Note, and whoever else I'm missing. I'm really sorry. I just went through the list real quick. And going through these names, I'm like emotional because these are the faithful who actually care about getting better at making music. And if I stop doing this because of this one fucking asshole, that does all of these other people such a disservice. So I don't know. I went into shooting this video not even really knowing what the outcome was going to be, like what the ending of this video is. I'm going to do at least one more. I don't know. I guess I'm a fucking glutton for punishment. I'm hoping that this next one is not going to be the last one. Like I said, we've got a sponsor. Audience is sending an ID4, and they're counting on me. They have faith in me to deliver, as do all of the regulars and anyone who's going to compete. But right now, I'm doing it for them. If you want to improve your skills, if you want to get better and have fun, then you should come to what might be the final Roll for Song stream on June 15th at 1 p.m. PST. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but on June 15th, I'll be here, and we will have fun at least once more. I'm not feeling very squishy today. Or maybe I'm feeling extra squishy. I don't really know, but hopefully I see you there.